Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi everyone, especially to my finalist panel and viewer to my video presentation. Today, I will present to you about my final year project which is entitled Ergonomic CAD Analysis on Improvement of Wheelchair Backrest Design. Enjoy my video presentation. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Shafika binti Muhammad Shamsuddin from Faculty of Mechanical Engineering UiTM Shah Alam, and my supervisor for this final year project is Dr. Nursalbiah binti Nasir. Next, we move to the contents of my presentation. First, I will explain about the project summary, to the introduction, and come up with the problem statement, scope of work or limitation, the methodology, the literature review, and the last one is the expected result. Next, I will move to the history of the wheelchair. I will start with the study of the past and here a few the wheelchair evolution highlight. Many of us can't help but think of wheelchairs when your spinal cord injury is mentioned. In 1595, King Philip II of Spain was caged in a wheelchair, but at this time he was pushed by himself. In 1783, the wheelchair designed and built by John Dawson from England to transport people to the therapeutic quarters, and it became most popular chair sold out in the 19th century. In 1950, Canada's prolific inventor, designer, and engineer, led by the George Client, developed the first practical electric wheelchair. Besides, they used for soldiers who returned from World War II in paralyzed or disabilities. In 2001, the hybrid of electric and manual wheelchair technologies was developed, motto to supplement the applied by the user to one or brush rims during their population or braking. Next, we move to the project summary. A wheelchair is a wheel mobility device in which are used by people for whom difficult to walking because of illness or disability. Therefore, from the previous study that related to the paper, some information about the existing wheelchair design will be used to analyze using the finite element analysis and ruler assessment in order to develop the better design. Next, for the second chapter, I will explain about the introduction. Because of the demand for wheelchairs increase day by day, that's why direct attention to the importance of developing better products for the users. For health and the comfort, it is important that backrest is designed and functionality to be considered in the designing the ergonomic wheelchair. The support can provide pressure relief and postural support. Some studies have reported on design of backrest in different view, which is human physiology, but not in the mechanical design aspect of the backrest. That's why, from the final element analysis, mechanical design aspect will be determined. The result then be used to develop, improve, and new design model that can be improved back support comfort and also suitable for the wheelchair users. Next, what's the problem in this project? First, sitting on chair for long period time as it will exert stress on the spinal column vertebra. Second, limited knowledge on backrest design based on the previous study. Third, wheelchairs that are too wide or heavy can cause shoulder injuries. The problem is about the ergonomic. Next, after figure out the problem statement, we come up with the three objectives. The first one, to do feasibility study on existing backrest design. Second, to propose an ergonomic and innovative redesign of wheelchairs backrest. And the last one is to evaluate new proposed design, final element analysis software, and ergonomic ruler assessment. Hopefully, all three objectives will be achieved. Okay, we'll continue with the scope and limitation of the project. First, refer to previous study of about existing backrest design. Second, anthropometric measurement are a series of quantitative measurements of the muscle, bone, and the tissue used to assess the composition of the body So that from this, knowing what human posture required in design the ergonomic. From the related research paper that I found and studied, the literature review will explain about this project. The first one is the an optimization design for the standard manual wheelchair. The summary about is first one, the standard manual wheelchair is commonly found in the hospital, senior housing, and other places for allowing people with the disabilities and elder people to move from one place to another place. Hence, to support the whole body mass depend on the framework. Another part consists in the mechanical wheelchair backrest, adjusting device, and the wheel. Next, to determine a safe range of displacement, the sliding seat, the dynamic analysis was performed. The aim of wheelchair design is to produce wheelchair that perform well and can provide appropriate seating and posture support. So, this study is focused on modifying the wheelchair in order to make the user feel more comfortable and convenient. The second title of the literature review is Biomechanical Evaluation of a Novel Wheelchair Backrest for Elderly People. So, the summary of this paper is all about back pain is a common complication of wheelchair-bound elderly people. Seating system is a key factor that influences spinal curvature, back muscle activation, interface pressure, and comfortability. A seating system can maintain lumbar diastasis, lower back muscle activity, and decrease ischial tuberculosis pressure, which can reduce spinal load and directly influence sitting comfort. So, this paper intends to evaluate the influence of backward thoracic support in interface pressure and subjective discomfort. So, from this paper, in this study, 18 men will participate in a random comparison involving 4 sitting posture. So, what is the relation to the study to this literature review? The interface, pressure and subjective discomfort were measured and compared, and the backward thoracic support can maintain favorable wheelchair sitting posture in reducing the risk of the back pain. The third one is the design and analysis of multifunctional wheelchair. So the summary of this paper is based on the existing designs of multifunctional wheelchairs, a new wheelchair design with body posture adjustment function is proposed to satisfy the needs of the elderly and the disabilities. This paper shows the overall design of the wheelchair and the establishment of its 3D model at first. Then, the kinematic analysis of the wheelchair's backrest adjustment mechanism uh, can verify by using the finite element analysis. So, this method based on the existing designs of multifunctional wheelchairs with body posture adjustment in order to evaluate their strength of material. Next, under title Ergonomic Analysis for People with Disabilities when the wheelchair is considered as their workstation. In data recording, there are 22 wheelchair users live in the city. Approach the evaluations are made during the performance their job. According to the result collected, there are 36% of the wheelchair users at a very high risk, which is the workstation must be changed and the users of low risk need to prevent before their workstation become worse. The results indicate that there is no correlation between age or sex of the users and the detected level of risk, which means that what determines the value of the risk is the task itself and the interaction with the wheelchair when they develop or do some work. And for the relation to the study, which is a study about the CAD ergonomic analysis. The high risk resulting from awkward postures, repetitive movements, and uprising load sustain the proposal of modifying the wheelchair as their inevitable workstation. The sitting posture can be changed through a wheelchair that allows its user to stand up or recline to back of their chair in order to improve some physiological functions, reduce muscle tensions, and change body support areas. Last but not least, based on my understanding and the collected information from the previous study, the expected result is come out. So, the discussion about this result, which is the dimension of the ergonomic wheelchair, will be used as a reference to model for the use of the human posture in a CATIA software. The design of the ergonomic wheelchair was obtained in a CAD file for more accurate analysis due to precise existence product. The figure below shows the ergonomic wheelchair design, and the table below also shows the detail about the ergonomic wheelchair that I've been used by using the CATIA software. This one is the dimension of the wheelchair by using the CATIA software. Um, each part of the wheelchair itself have their measurement, which is in the millimeter. So overall height of this wheelchair is about 860 millimeter, and the width the wheelchair is about 550 millimeter. This one is the material of the for the ergonomic wheelchair. After study the previous paper, the part for the detail material used for each part is based on the latest study. As example, the tires. The tires we use the pneumatic or air fill, and the framework itself we use the aluminium. And based on our project, we more focus on the backrest. So the backrest we use the corpse cushion with the best ergonomic cushion for a wheelchair. Lastly, this is the reference that I use in to finish the project. Thank you.